Hello to everyone. Welcome to this webinar where we will present you our topic model of publishing. The title of today's webinar is Topic Editor Club, and we gathered here two of our very experienced editors who collaborated with MDPI for many years in the past, and they will share their experience in working with us and in working with the topic model of publishing. Also, I, as a representative of MDPI, will also present you one PowerPoint presentation with technical information about the topic model of publishing that may help you to understand and learn about that model, and maybe in future you will get interested in publishing within the topics, or maybe you also can become interested in leading one of the topics. First, I will just say something about MDPI. We are one of pioneer open access publishing houses for scholarly articles. We've been founded in 1996 in Basel, in Switzerland, and our headquarters are still there. Our founder is Dr. Shukun Lin, and since then we have mission to foster open scientific exchange in all forms across all disciplines. We have 478 diverse and open access journals, and 469 of them are peer-reviewed journals, and 9 are conference journals. And we are supported by almost 300,000 academic experts who shared our mission, values, and commitment to providing high-quality services for our authors. As I said, the title of today's webinar is Topic Editor Club, and this is the first Topic Editor Club. This club brings together several topic editors from various disciplines to showcase their work and discuss both challenges and success and share new ideas for developing impactful topics. It presents a great opportunity to learn from one another, explore across disciplinary collaborations, and support the growth of open access research together. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, we have two very experienced editors who will share their experience. First editor and first speaker is Dr. Sagdirat Kevunruen, and second speaker and editor is Dr. Konstantinos Siafolis. As I said, later I will also have my own presentation, and I will be the third speaker. After we all finish with our presentations, you will have opportunity to direct questions to us, to any of us, and I encourage you to leave your questions under the Q&A chat box, and we will check them at the end of the presentation. And please, when you are asking questions, write the name of the speaker from whom you would like to receive the answer. So here you can see the icon of Q&A section should look something like this on the screen that you see. So please do not hesitate to leave contacts and questions. That is all from my introduction speech. Now I will invite Dr. Sagdirat for his presentation. So Dr. Sagdirat, please proceed. I will stop sharing my screen.
Yes, thank you very much, Alexander. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me, please bear with me a sec. Let me, thank you very much for your time today. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here today. So Alexandra has asked me to talk about my experience in managing some of the topics. So my name is Zach. My name is very difficult to pronounce, so just call me Zach. So I have managed several, almost 10 topics now for MDPI alone, but from also other journal, I also have many topics too. But today I will talk about my experience that I have a chance to manage certain topics, especially in the topics relevant to circular economies and circular economy research. So I'm from University of Birmingham. So before I joined Birmingham, I spent 14 years in the industry, especially in the railway industry. So I was in industry for a while, and then I think maybe it's time to work on academics. So I joined academics in 2014. So 10 years later, or 11 years later, I'm still here. So it means that something is good or works. This is myself. So apart from working on research, I also do a lot of consultancy and teaching at the same time. As you can see, I also work for a number of standard committees. So we also work in a number of areas apart from research at the same time. So let's move on. We don't have to stay here for a long time. Just introduce my group. At the moment, I have a number of people in my research group working on 8 topics from materials, life cycles, infrastructure engineering, reliability, G-twins, AI, net zero, and circular economies, noise and vibration, also system thinking. So this is my group. Let's get into detail. So the topics that I manage for MDPI this round right now is currently, let's say, managing 2, but one is now active. Another one is about to be active in a week or so. So let's talk about the topic that I am currently managing. So the topic is about circular research and innovation towards sustainable cities and built environment. So we have 2 core topic editor. We have Professor Lambis, Benito Paulos. We also work with Professor Luis Baganza. These people are we call them an icons in sustainable cities and built environment. So they are very well known in the industry as well. For this particular topics, we are about to we have opened last week actually, and we will close at the end of this year. The deadline for the final submission. The final submission will be mid of next year, 31st of July, 2026. If you are interested, you can click the link below. So in this particular topic, we are kindly supported by MDPI. MDPI work very well with us, fully support us in various ways. They ask us what type of journals that we are looking for, because one particular topic can span across more than one journals. So in this particular case, we work with applied science, we work with buildings, we work with sustainability, we work with infrastructure, and we also work with applied system innovation. So 5 journals are part of our topic. So let's say whoever we invite and then whoever interested, they may choose to submit to our topic, but directly to particular journal that they liked or they want to be published with. For example, they can submit to sustainability or choose to be within our topic. They can choose to submit in building or infrastructure based on the nature of their work, but the nature of their work may also link to circular economies, for example. The reason people asking why we manage this topic, it is because we currently European, we call them European cost action. This is the largest cost action for circular economies in the world. So we have many people on board. So this particular cost action is, we call them a networking research network activities. The main aim of the action is define the methodologies to develop a common circular economy or circularity framework for inclusive application and assessment in the new and existing buildings. This also incorporate environment as well. The fund to support we call the decision making, the informed decision making for all value chain stakeholders, and to be able to implement the circular economies at the European level. So I probably wonder what would be the outcome of the course action. So we would like to have a benchmark database. This is now what we are working on. We're working with a number of university, industry, NGO, non-government organizations, and also across value chains. We also work with end users, as the public, to collect data and to understand the behavior of how they choose to, we call them, implement circular economies. But everyone are our own boss. So it means that everyone has our own product, everyone create our own waste, and we also can choose what to do with those particular, let's say, property or assets. But the main aim of this action is towards infrastructure and building, because every one of us may own buildings. Some of us may own more than one buildings. So these buildings can also be an asset when it reach the end of their life. So how we can manage them. So this course action discuss research and innovations and industry practice to help asset owner or asset investor to deal with the assets when they reach the end of their life, what we can do with them, or even before they reach the end of their life, what we can do with them, whether we can redesign and looking at adaptability, for example. Not only engineering or technical terms, we also looking at a new business model, for example, material as a service. This is something that we also look out for in this particular course action. So this course actions has nearly 500 people or scientists from 40 countries in the EU and also outside the EU, but also part of the course countries. Some of the countries are like Austria, Belgium, Germany, Czech Republic, Finland. Apologies if I cannot talk about every countries, because there's so many countries, and I won't be able to, I will spend here for all day long just to talk about who's in which countries. But if you are interested, feel free to click the link below here. You'll be able to have access to the information, detailed information about the course actions, and also who are the scientists participate in these particular course actions. But because of that, as you can see, we have 500 researchers or 500, let's say, engineers and scientists working on developing new innovations or new practice to be implemented to generate circular economies within the built environment. It means that if they do by themselves and then they implement by themselves in particular countries, those knowledge cannot be shared, cannot be transferred to other people around the world. They may do the best practice in their own country, but in other country, they may have the same situation, but they have no opportunity to learn. So we will miss a lot of opportunity without publications. That's the reason why we generate this particular topic, because this particular topic will serve as a platform to help those 500 people to find a way to publish in, we call them, a same thematic research area. So then if anyone interested in circular economies, they can come to looking at these themes and be able to see a list of implementation, innovation, or research that can help them in the future. It will give a very sustained, we call them sustained impact to the future. Why there is a benefit to lead a topic? It is because you can also, we can also, as a leader of one of the we call them special topic editor, we can show some of the leaderships in the research area. We will be able to help other people. Leadership means you help other people to shine. So we would like to use this platform to help very uprising, not uprising, but apologies, I used the wrong term. Let's say emerging researcher or a new star in research, to help them shine, to help them find a platform that attract a lot of people to read their work and cite their work. So we want to be able to use the leadership to help other people. At the same time, we would like to help to create reputations of ourselves and also of our teams who work on this topic. Not only just the team means also the author who also submit within our topic as well. But the end game is that we would like to create open access knowledge transfer. Open access knowledge transfer will help us to deal with the future, especially many people, many old generation think that you don't have to think about open access, but in fact, it's very important. In particular point in time, Google has developed, not only Google, AI, open AI, many companies is now develop an AI that read papers. If your paper are subscribed paper, it will not be read by AI. It will not be part of LLM or large language model that be able to predict the future. Your result will be kept in secret or kept in shelf somewhere because it's not open access. So that's the reason why open access become very important, because it will be combined together to generate the new version of LLM that be able to help the future generation to design, to make a decision-making process through generative AI in the near future. So that will be a long-term knowledge transfer. But when you're dealing with a topic with MDPI, we will now start to think, yeah, I'm interested to do, lead a topic with MDPI. Once you are interested, you listen. Well, Alexandra will introduce how, if you're interested, how to get involved later on. But once you get involved, you will now start to think, will there be the risk? Will there be the values? So as you can see here, one of the many of us worried about, will we attract poor quality submissions? The good thing is that MDPI has a team to actually looking at the quality of submission before they come to the editor, and the editor will make a decision again whether the paper can actually, they should be revised furthermore to improve the quality, or they should be rejected, or they can actually further proceed for review. So this is something that we can, in fact, it could be a risk, but this risk can be managed. Once it has been submitted, if the paper are of quality, of good quality, or of good standing, we can send it out for review. And another reason is that the reviewer who may be also expert may also have bad or negative comments. So this is something that we also face and we have to deal with it. But the good thing is that MDPI has a very large, we call them database of potential reviewer. And the system, the MDPI system allow us to be able to attract more reviewers and also get, if you feel that the number of reviewers are not sufficient, you can also ask for more reviewer if you need to. But when we have risk, when we're looking at values, the values of dealing or having a topic with MDPI is that we will be able to ask for the APC discount. This can be a potential based on the background of ourselves and also the author. The author can ask MDPI for and us to nominate them for APC discount. APC is the publication fee. So this can be 100% waive, it can be 50% waive, this can be 75% waive or 25% waive based on the quality of the submission, based on the background of the author. But this can be arranged and can be discussed with MDPI, the publisher. But also another value is that that can be benefit the author is that the author will be able to create an open access output. So as you probably know, if you are funded by European Commission, if you're funded by UK EPSRC or any research council in UK, you must, if you would like to put the the acknowledgement with the grant, you must publish open access. So this is very important. So you get a brown point if you publish open access. So this is something that you should be aware. That's a value. When you have open access, once I have said earlier before, your paper will be on pathway to be the knowledge generation in the future through AI, because AI is now reading your paper at the same time as your colleagues and your industry friends who read the paper. But apart from that, when you have open access, it reduced the barrier for many countries. As you probably know, many universities, even in the UK, many universities has stopped subscription journals because of the subscription fee is really high. Some journal you won't be able to read them, even though you may be in the top university. So some, for example, Harvard has stopped subscription to a large number of journals. So as you can see, if you think about in Europe alone, many universities won't be able to have access to journals or publication in the subscribed version or subscribed system. So open access will allow those researcher or those people or industry. Imagine that you work in a company or hospital, they wouldn't be able to read any journal that is in the subscription-based um, uh, system. So I think our research will benefit many people outside academia. So this is something that you should think about in terms of the values and how we promote the topic. The last one is that when you host or when you spearhead the topic, you also show the research team that can create a scientific authority in the area, because you combine or collate a large knowledge, a large specialized knowledge. It's not just you as an editor, but also a number of authors will submit in the same theme. So it means that this particular topic will become scientific authority in the field. I know there's someone already asking that I'm speaking too long. So this is the last presentation. So please don't worry. So something that you should be aware. So it's a remark, something you should be aware when you in the stage of submission or ask people to submit. So try to promote the special topic to a target author and wider audience. It will allow us to be able to attract a number of submissions and also attract a number of people who might be interested to read the papers later on. Make sure that you review those papers for the submission, those submissions for scope, robustness, and quality. And feel free, don't feel shy to reject them. Sometimes the paper or manuscript, we call them manuscript, doesn't belong to our topic at all. Sometimes they talk about, let's say, global warming, but it doesn't actually show anything relevant to circular economy. We also reject them, but ask them to submit to another issue or another topic or another journals that may suit them. So this is something that you should not be shy to do so, because you want to create your scientific, we call them authority. So you want to make sure that the collation of your information are streamlined towards that kind of scientific authority. During the review process, so one thing that we have to be understand is we need to balance, let's say, balance reviewer comments. Some review may be negative, reviewer two might be negative, for example. So you need to balance them out, looking at what could be a constructive comments from those negative review, and see whether it can be used to help author to improve. If there is a ability for the author to improve, you can make decision to ask author to have a major revision and ask those reviewer to review again. Based on my experience, those reviewer may have a bad feeling at the beginning. However, once they review the second version or the third version of the paper, they will start to get a better feeling, and they may also at the end of the day, I do observe that some of them end up accepting or giving a good comment at later stage. To avoid that, you should make sure that you also ask if you don't have time to choose yourself, you can ask MDPI to choose appropriate reviewer for you. But actually make sure when you see the list of reviewer, make sure that those reviewer have some experience on the topic. And also try to looking at constructive way to help author improve the quality and rigor. So once this has been reviewed and second time, and then all of the reviewers start to give a green light, now is the time to accept. When we accept it, I think one thing that we need to improve, we call them the mood of our author, is that we need to also be very cheerful or very positive in helping them to accept it, and make sure that this paper that has been accepted has a values for industry or values for the society. So they, because we need to improve the standing of the journal, also the standing of our topic. So when you have a positive author, they will also go out and promote their own work and be confident that their own work has been robustly reviewed, has rigor, has quality to be able to present and be able to share. So this is something that help the author to be confident in sharing their knowledge at later stage. And also we need to also make sure that we help them promote the paper, and also once you have the book, feel free to promote them as well. And we always have to adhere with the DORA agreement, which is mean that we should focus on the research impact, not just the impact factor of a journal. So this is something that we should always remind ourselves, that the quality of the paper is the research impact, the impact of the paper, not where it is published. Because you can publish in a very top journal, but if you have only citation that lower than average, it doesn't mean that your work is a high quality as well. So yes, this is the part that come from me. So thank you very much for your time today. So now I have to shift it to Professor Konstantinos, because I know that I am a little bit over time.
Sorry for interrupting you. I will just also join this conversation before inviting Dr. Theophilus. You are still in the time frame because I was much shorter with my presentation, so everything is fine. And I just want to thank you for your experience sharing and for your examples. You showed us how the topics how topics can be good platform for publication from the projects or actions that you are leading. So this is also one of the benefits of having of running the topic, because it can be good platform for the publication of your own projects and actions. Thank you also for sharing some editorial effects. I see that also there is one question in regular chat, not Q&A section, but chats. With some questions, I will help for answers because maybe I'm more competent to answer. But if you have some suggestions, you can also answer. You can add your answer to following mine. Okay, thank you once again. I will not talk too much. I will now invite Dr. Konstantinos Tsiafoulis for his presentation. Please proceed.
Thank you also for the nice presentation, Zach. I will present point of view on topics and special issues in MDPI. Some information about me. I'm a chemist from the university. I graduated from Thessaloniki. Here is a map of the Greece. Greece, the southeast region of Europe, and obtained my PhD in chemistry from Ioannina, University of Ioannina, where I serve. Now I'm a laboratory teaching personnel at the NMR Center, Laboratory of Analytical Chemistry. And here are the website for this one. You can access this one. And additionally, I am a collaborative educational personnel at the postgraduate study product at the Hellenic Open University. This is the link. And mainly I work on NMR spectroscopic techniques and methods, development and methodologies and analysis on several samples. I would also like to highlight one publication recent that has to do with extra virgin olive that was ranked for 2023 by the Journal of Science of Food and Agriculture within the 10% most used papers. And if someone would like to access some public data for me, these are the email in case someone want to contact. During this time, I am serving also as a topic advisory board at Journal Molecules, and have been a guest editor in molecule separation, a topic editor in MDPI toppings. I will present briefly some of my experience with this one and sum up before the end of my presentation. So being a guest editor in molecules and separation, here in separation, The special issue that this one has to do with hyphenated techniques enlightenment. It was launched and closed at 2022, and it had to do with bioactive compounds and safety for several matrices combining hyphenated techniques. The one that is now accepting submissions, and you are highly welcome to submit one, has to do with recent developments in chemical analysis of bioactive constituents of plant extract, and deals with the chemical analysis and study of bioactive constituents of plant extracts that impose a separation approach. For the journal molecules, the special issue that is displayed here, spectroscopic method food chemistry, was closed at the end of 2024, and had to do with the analysis for two selected major classes in the food chain: milk and dairy products, and olive oil. And now the analytical studies of bioactive natural products is now running, and you are also highly welcome to participate. This has to do with bioactive natural products in food and analytical research from non-invasive spectroscopic techniques and methods to omics profiling. This is a keyword that will play a lot in the near future, also plays. And as being a topic editor, advances in the analysis of food and beverages was closed at the beginning of 2025, and it was co-edited with Dr. Anna Kaczmarek from the Department of Food Quality and Food Safety in Poland. And the participating journals are the ones that displayed here. And this displayed was beverages, foods, molecules, nutrients, separations, and chemosensors. So there are 6 MDPI journals with their respective and their bibliometric data are shown on this display. The topic had to do with focused on food analysis with a special emphasis on new challenges and trends. And among them, methods, spectroscopic techniques such as nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. It published 22 papers were published. Among them, this is as displayed at the web page, not the series of them. And one of them was a review article, one was a perspective, and one was also editor choice at the journal separation. This is the review and IR sensing technologies for the detection of the decoding of volatile profiles, the editor choice in separations. The second edition is now launched and accepting submissions. Again, co-edited with Dr. Anna Kaczmarek and the same participating journals. So I would like, this is also focused on the food analysis special emphasis, also in new instrumental techniques such as ion mobility spectrometry, novel NMR methods, and benchtop NMR. Up to now, 3 papers have been published and 1 more is to come. And if we would analyze the distribution of the publications for the topic, the first topic, advancing analysis of food and beverages, we would see that the percent of 50% was in foods, 11 papers. The 27% was in beverages, 6 papers. 2 papers in nutrients and separations, it was 9% and 5% at molecules. And for the second edition, up to now, there are 3 papers and 1 to come, 3 journals, food, molecules, and separation. So these were the data. So summing up, I would like to have some proposal or or the point of view. For the spatial issue, first step in the evolution, when we start to construct it, a more specific description is needed. So upon you manage to have this description, and then the proposal preparation, publicity through scientific networks will maintain high visibility and a lot of people or a lot of submissions. Here also, we will say later that the MDPI assistant editor plays a crucial role for this one. Also, personal author invitations is also very important to personally communicate with potential authors. Upon acceptance of the invitator, a careful evaluation from the editor, it is the first crucial step, and you have to make the decision to proceed or to reject. We will speak later for this one. And after careful selection of reviewers and upon selection, upon acceptance of the paper, a follow-up of the manuscript is also recommended. Whereas on a topic, we have a broader description of the issue to be studied. So we have to maintain a multidisciplinary approach that will make this is a topic. So it is a broader theme. I will also we will also show later this one. The steps of publicity through scientific networks that will make high visibility is the same as the special issue, but we have a broader, let's say, target group, target people that scientists that would like to contribute. Personal also invitations also would be recommended, and upon acceptance are the steps that were described at the special issue. And here also we could mention also there is an award for topic best topic for the each year. It is an annual award. So we would like to sum up all this that was reported. The first goal would be to enlighten a specific issue. This will go to a special issue, an SI. If we want to go to the topic, it is to obtain a multidisciplinary approach to a scientific field that covers a wide range of thematic issues. That means that is the step that we need more than one journals, because the theme could be multidisciplinary. And upon when launched, upon calls, as we said, we have to indicate, point out the SI or the topic to the scientific network, and carefully invite possible authors based on the contribution. This is that we also talked about assistant editor. It could help and is very helpful for the initial preparation of a proposed author list. Of course, we can also propose an author, and the proposed list, okay, it is evaluated, or the editor agrees with the list, and then send the invitation. And it is very important to follow up the invitations to see if the author agree or have something to submit special author. Upon evaluation, as already told, it is a crucial step, because you have to be the submitted manuscript should be you have to be objective and didact, and upon positive initial decision, it is the first screening, let's say, you can proceed to the evaluation comments from the reviewers. Also there is advisory board that also propose a list of reviewers, or you can select a reviewer that is that has to do with the theme that is studied with the publication submitted. From a point of view, this is a critical point to find the right reviewers for the revision process. Upon rejection, it is briefly analyze the reason to the authors, and for instance, something that is not the thematic issue, or point out something else, and either it could a more appropriate journal could be proposed, or a possible weakness or drawbacks could be pointed out in order to help, let's say, the authors of the manuscript, or encourage resubmission after revision from the authors. And when a successful topic has been launched and closed, it is also an editor abstract or commenting would be very helpful for the reader. And what is the possible motivation of doing all this? Okay, one has to do with a scientific network that is an opportunity to expand each one the scientific network and collaborate with people from other similar fields and from other countries. And we have to have in mind that it's also a possibility to contribute and an effort to indicate enlightenment, for instance, of a scientific contribution, propose new, promote or point out new scientific fields, novel methods that need to be more analyzed, or novel techniques, and also point out or indicate scientific fields that could be of major concern for both scientific community and also for the public. For instance, issues or themes or topics for environmental protection, new methods for food safety, constituent present in nature or extracts, interaction of molecules, etc., in order to approach the scientific truth and knowledge. So this was my point of view. I would like to thank MDPI for the invitation and the opportunity to participate at this webinar. And also I would like to thank you also the co-editor for the topic, and all the colleagues, and thank you all for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Tsiafoulis, for your presentation. Thank you for presenting us your own successful special issues and topics. And also thank you for presenting some of let's say, unusual situations, how you deal with them, especially with selection of reviewers, in decision making. So as I said at the beginning, now I will, as a representative of MDPI, will share my presentation. So, and to give you some of the most important information about the topics and from our internal site. I will share my screen, just a moment. Okay, I hope that everybody can see my PowerPoint screen. Briefly, I will introduce myself at the beginning. I am Alexander Markovic, and I work as Journal Relations Specialist for MDPI Topic Committee and some other journals. My main role is to keep communication with our scholars who are working with us, for example, editorial board members, guest editors, topic editors, and to exchange experience with them and collect feedbacks how we can improve our collaboration and work. That is one of my main responsibilities. Except that I'm presenting MDPI and multiple conferences, and as well I'm organizing and hosting webinars like this one now. Here you have also my email. So it happens that you may remember something in future that you would like to ask us. Feel free to write me. But also I encourage you to leave your questions in the Q&A section, I will gladly answer them after the presentation. Content of the presentation will be divided in few major sections. At the beginning, I will introduce you with the topics and share the most general information. After that, I will talk about benefits of publishing within the topics, from the benefits for the authors. And also I will present you the responsibilities and benefits for the editors. Our editors already explained some and presented some of the most important benefits in their previous presentations, but I will mention others that are very important. And in the end, I will also present you and guide you how one topic can be launched for those who may be interested in becoming topic editors. So I am starting with introduction to the topics. So you heard in the previous two presentations that our editors mentioned special issues and topics. So I will first point out the main difference between these two models. So you know that in addition to regular publications, many of you already familiar with special issues, which is one of the main publication models of MDPI. However, not all scholars are familiar and aware that we also have topic model that we are presenting now. Very often topics and special issues are thought to be the same, but I will today clarify the main difference and introduce you to the topic model. So topics are collections of papers that focus on a specific multidisciplinary theme across two or more related MDPI journals. They provide authors with, from different research areas with the opportunity to unite around one common theme and highlight multidisciplinary applications and foster the development of new ideas. The key difference is that the special issues are hosted under the umbrella of one single journal, whereas the topics extend across multiple journals, embracing the broader multidisciplinary approach. So that is one of the most important information. So the number of participating journals. So special issues under one journal, and topics is the project that involves multiple journals. Since multiple journals participate in a topic project, authors can choose the journal that best fits the impact factor or article processing charge, or they can choose journal on other criteria. So that is also one of the main benefits when you have multiple journals to choose. On the top left corner of my screen, you can see main menu when you open the page of MDPI. And you can see that the second option in the menu is dedicated to topics. So if you would like to find more information or to search active or closed topics, I encourage you to visit the page. Now I will share some of the statistical information about the topics. So you can see that in the past we closed more than 1,500 topics, and we have more than 900 open topics. On the right side, you can see that 25% of the topics that we had reached 20 publications by data that is extracted until the end of 2024. Also, what I want to mention is that we can provide some awards for the topics. I think one of the previous speakers mentioned awards. Usually awards are provided to editors based on the metrics that authors or papers achieved of published papers. One of the main benefits of the topic is, of course, visibility of the papers. When you have multiple papers published under the one topic on one page, that certainly can help and achieve great visibility and large number, of course, of downloads. And later, of course, we expect views and downloads to convert to large number of citations. Combined with our open access model, this is perfect match. Having the collections of the papers with open access models is one of the things that will provide you with the high visibility. You can see that closed topics receive on average more than 33,000 views, while open topics are receiving 12,000 views. Also, you can see that 35% of open topics are receiving more than 10,000 views. Publishing topics, leading topics also can bring some other benefits and can bring some more things to focus. So here you can see that we can also print the books of closed topics. So far, we printed more than 126 books. So I also encourage all editors or authors who published under the topics to check web pages. Maybe they can download the whole book and have the collections downloaded their directory. Also, there are options to buy the books, printed books. One of the ways how we can promote topics are webinars like this one that we have now, but we also can create and organize webinar that is dedicated for one specific topic. And in that case, we can promote it and promote the published papers. The great moment when the webinar can be organized is when the first edition is closed and we are opening second edition of the topic. So in that way, we can promote the published papers under the first edition and also promote the launching on the second edition of the same title and motivate more authors to submit papers. As you see, this is the first topic editor club that we organized today, and I think it is beneficial to you to hear the feedbacks, not only to hear some informations, not only from us as the editorial office, but some of external editors who led the topics. And we really hope that in future this will standard practice and to have more speakers who would share their experience. I mentioned topic awards, so I also encourage you to visit our webpage and to check some of the awarded topics that achieved great results and to find more additional informations. Here are more examples of successfulness of the topics, and here you can see some examples that confirm and supports my my statement that topics will receive many views. So here you can see some of very good topics with great achievements, so with a large number of papers and almost 500,000 of views. So I will summarize what are the benefits for publishing in topics. So as I said, it is multidisciplinary platform with that can provide authors with variety of choices when they are submitting the paper. So they do not need to worry maybe that their paper will be rejected if it's just out of the scope and not because of the quality of the paper. So this is a great opportunity to have multidisciplinary platform for your publication. And as well, the paper that is published under the topic will be shown at the topic web page, but also it could be found at the web page of the journal. So in this way, we can also raise visibility. Also, I mentioned already that visibility is, of course, one of the most aim to achieve with the topics that can bring benefits to the authors. Types of the papers that we are accepting are reviews, original articles, case reports, opinions, perspectives, etc., etc. If happens that somebody would like to submit paper that is not one of the types that I already mentioned, you can write to editorial office and inquire if you can submit other types than the one that I listed or mentioned. Now I will speak about topic editors' responsibilities and benefits. So this section of the presentation is dedicated to the ones who may be interested in opening the topics and leading the topic as editor. But before I start, I must say that usually editors of the topics are senior scientists who has a great background and good publication record, and they are well known in their field. The reason why senior scientists are editors of the topics or special issues is because we need somebody who has great experience in order to make a correct decision on the submitted papers. That is very important. But if you are maybe early career researcher with, let's say, postdoc position, or you recently gained your PhD, you may speak with your mentors or PhD mentors or lab members who are more experienced, and maybe you can suggest leading the topic together with them. That can be your mentors for the topic as well. So first, when we have agreement between scholars to run and open the topic, we need to write a title to define aim and scope, and usually title, aim, and scope are defined by the summary form that we will create, and also keywords can be added to the summary. When we are inviting somebody to become editor, we will suggest the title of the topic. But of course, if we invite you and maybe you would like to change the title, that is of course possible. You are much more experienced in the field, so we trust to your judgment and your suggestions, which title should be the best and maybe the more popular and more attractive to authors. After that, after we launch the topic and open the web page, then we will focus on the promotion of the topic and creating a list of invitations for the authors that can be good fit for the topic. Invitation list can be created in two ways. One list can be created by topic editors, and another list can be created by us, editorial office. It's similar, like searching for reviewers, we will use keywords and the summary of the topic to extract names from our database and send invitations for the submissions. Another way, except invitations, how we can promote the topic is via social media accounts. So I also encourage you to check our accounts via Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Many of our journals have their own accounts, so you can always there check what are the most recent topics that we are running. and you may find something that you are interested in. Also, when guest editors are running, when topic editors running their own social media accounts like LinkedIn, Twitter, ResearchGate, you can also promote topic that way. And of course, one of the most important responsibility of the topic editor is decision making. That means that topic editors will making pre-check decision, and they will make decisions on the quality of the reviewers, and at the end they will make decisions they will make final decision should be paper accepted or rejected. Dr. Sagdirat mentioned that before editors, topic editors make pre-check decision, we as editorial office will also perform technical pre-check. That means that if we found some issues with plagiarism, with copyright, with ethics, etc., the paper may be rejected before reach to the topic editor. Here are some benefits that we can provide to topic editors for their roles. As I said multiple times, topics are a great platform for networking. So we really hope that authors who will publish papers under the topics will stay connected in future, and also stay connected with topic editors and develop some new collaborations, and maybe to work on some other projects except the topic. I already mentioned topic awards that will be provided based on the authors and papers metrics. I mentioned that we can print a book of the topic that is free of charge for topic editors. But if somebody wants to buy the book, that is also possible. We also can provide certificate for topic editors if they need them for the CVs. Dr. Sigdirt also mentioned that we can provide some discounts and waivers. So I will just refer to that in this moment. Yes, we can provide some discounts for interested authors, but each discount request must be confirmed with editorial office. So please do not bother topic editors with that. They cannot make that decision only by themselves. They must need to check and confirm each request with editorial office. Dr. Sagdirat already explained that sharing of discount or waiver depends greatly on the background of the scientist, or on the quality of the paper, or on the many other things that are connected with authors. But also there are many internal factors from MDPI that depends what kind of discount we can provide. First of all, it depends greatly on our available budget. So MDPI is very active with sponsoring conferences, with paying, with providing discounts and waivers for editors of the topics or special issues. And there are many other things and costs that we have. So that is also one of the very important factors that will affect the request for the discount or waiver. There are some things that can help reduce article processing charge. Many institutions around the world have institutional open access program with MDPI. That means that they have contracts with MDPI, and based on these contracts, authors can receive 10 to 20% discount. Who reviewed for MDPI journals also knows that we can provide reviewer vouchers, and you can use reviewer vouchers for reducing article processing charge. So I encourage you to join review to, let's say, make contact with MDPI journals and review some articles so you can collect review vouchers. especially if you are planning to submit your paper, but you would like to reduce the article processing charge. I encourage you to be more active with reviews, writing reviews. And especially if the paper will be written by, let's say, 4 or 5 authors, each of you can collect 2 or 3 review vouchers and then combine them. In that case, you can greatly reduce article processing charge. The last section of the presentation is about the launching of the topic. We can start launching of the topic by and via our web page by proposing the topic, where you will open our topic page of MDPI site, and you will have one button on the left side to propose and fill in the information in application form, and then we will check that application and write you as soon as possible with our feedback. Also, you can write to topic@mdpi.com email address. And if you would like to receive more information, you can write us and we would gladly provide you with feedbacks. This is the workflow when the topic is proposed before we launch it online. I already mentioned how you can propose the topic. After that, feasibility report will be done and performed by participating journals. Usually we tend to include different journals for participating in topics. And when I say different, I mean they should have different impact factors indexed by different databases. They should have different article processing charge. So when authors opening web page, they can variety of choices. After that, topic editor, we will go through topic editor invitation stage. Usually we have 2 to 10 topic editors per topic. One usually is the leading one and suggesting the co-editors that will work together with him or her. Usually when we have editors from different affiliations, institutions, or even countries, that is good combination because you can have better reach to the authors. Once when we decide who will, which journals will participate, who will be the editors, then we will ask editors to write the summary by suggesting the title, confirming the title, writing the summary and the keywords. And the last stage will be editor-in-chief double check of all informations. Usually participating journal editor-in-chiefs will make final decisions on launching of the topic. And this is the end of the presentation. Here I just choose one example of one active topic. So this is what you will see when you open one page of the active topic. So you will see the titles of the journals, you will see impact factor, site score, launching year, how many days we need from the submission to collection of the review reports. That means first decision means that. Also, you will have article processing charge, and you will have submit button, so you can directly submit your paper in this way. In case you have any question or you would like to inquire something from topic editors, you will see their own personal information at web page, and you can write directly to them as well. That is all from my presentation. Thank you for listening to me. I will now open the Q&A box to see if there are some questions that are not answered, or I will add some of my own answers.
I'd like to also thank those people who have been here with us and also interested to take part. I'm also thankful for the question as well. So if I forgot to say thank you, please understand that we really appreciate your time and really appreciate your engagement with us. So thank you. And hopefully, feel free, don't be shy. Feel free to talk to Alexandra if you have some idea about it. And then Alexandra will help to find a pathway or even try to join editor together. Sometimes the editor may not be enough. Alexandra can also help to find more editor to join your team to create a very good editor pack. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sagdirat. So while I'm reading some of previous questions, I encourage you to leave new questions. So I see the first question was about article processing charge of MDPI journals, and anonymous attendee said that article processing charge is quite high for the most of the authors, even with revision vouchers from probably review vouchers from review activities. Yes, it is high, but I must say that MDPI article processing charge are still somewhere in the middle if we compare ourselves to some competing publishing houses. We are not the most expensive one, but not the most cheapest one. I really hope that some tips that I provided with the presentation, how to reduce article processing charge, will help you. You said that even with review vouchers, it's difficult to reduce charge. But as I said, if there are multiple authors on the paper, each of you can collect 2 or 3 review vouchers. And if there are 5 of you, you will greatly reduce article processing charge. Another, yeah, I see that Dr. Sagdirat already added his own answer to this question and also to the next one. But I will also add some of my comments on the questions regarding of the selection of reviewers. Yes, selection of the reviewers sometimes can be very difficult, of course. We are trying and we are giving our best to select the reviewers who will be experts in the field of the paper. But even in that case, if we find the perfect reviewer, we never know how the review report will look like. It is very subjective matter, and we really try to follow the history of specific reviewers who may writing template reports or using artificial intelligence and try to flag that thing so we can avoid some reviewers who are not taking this matter seriously. Also, how you can help us and how we can improve, how we can together improve reviewer selection. For us, it is very helpful when you have updated, let's say, home pages, ResearchGate profiles or LinkedIn profiles, so we can see the main keywords of your research interest. In that way, we can create good profiles, your profiles, and avoid inviting you for the papers who may be out of your expertise. And of course, as Dr. Sagdirat said, each editor and decision maker is able to check reviewers who are selected and can ask editorial office to remove some of them from the list, and also they can recommend some of their own recommendations. I also want to encourage authors to make their own recommendations. So for MDPI journals, you can recommend reviewers by yourself. Of course, try to recommend reviewers who do not have conflict of interest with you. We can check that easily. Of course, you do not need to check very details. If they satisfy requirements to be reviewers, we will do that. If they do not satisfy requirements, we will skip them, but I encourage you to recommend reviewers. So I see no more question here. So just to check. Does somebody else have any additional question? Okay, I think there is no more questions. So I will just ask Doctors Sagdirat and Siafoulis, do you maybe have something else to add following my comments?
Nope. I only hope everyone enjoy the rest of your day. So thank you very much for your time. And then also thank you for having us today too. Thank you.
And I also would like to thank all of you for the participation and for giving us the opportunity to participate at this event. Yeah, I think it was very, very nice to exchange all this idea and see also all these these things that were presented. And thank you very much from my point of view. I hope in the near future to have again a similar webinar with some attenders and reviewers. Thank you.
Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and presenting your and showing your experience. I also thanking everybody that joined this webinar as attendees. I hope you learned something new from our presentations, and I really hope that in future you will collaborate with us, and do not hesitate to contact us anytime. MDPI employees are very responsive, so you will receive feedback in no time. So thank you once again. And
By the
with
way,
this,
someone texts on the chat box that
I see. Yeah, I see. Thank you. So the certificates will be available in day or two. So we need to close the webinar to make some updates on the Sci Forum platform, and after that, the certificates will be available. I think you will be informed via email once when the certificates will become available. Thank you very much. And with this, I will close the meeting and the webinar.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye.